Alright, so something interesting happened today. My sister kind of walked in the room and just kind of threw this at me and was like, hey, don't make me regret giving that to you, but it's really weird. It's Solar. I've never heard of that brand before. I tried to Google image search it and found nothing. And right there's a little sun insignia on the backside. So I don't know if this is from like a club or something or a casino, and then she ended up getting it from like my other sister who frequents those kind of places. But yeah, it's got a sun insignia on this side, and it says Solar on the back side. So I don't know if this is from like some special place or what, but on the bottom it says M2000. Then at the very top it says I29. And it's got a serial number. So I don't know if this is like something special, but a Bic, if it was a Bic, it would have a pin in the middle right there where they seal it, because they have those sealed a special way. They make the entire body one solid thing. Then they pour the fluid in the end, put a piece of plastic over it, glue the plastic. Then they have a wedge that they stick in there, and they wedge it really tight like the head on an axe handle. But this one isn't. It's just one solid plastic body, although that can actually cause you to mess up a few when you make them. It causes like one in every couple hundred to get messed up because it's really hard to mold in a solid shape like this. It's actually a lot easier to mold into a tube and then flex it like how Bic does. It also has more of a pill shape, whereas Bics have a football shape. But yeah, this thing's pretty weird. I don't know if this is from like another country or what, because I've never heard of this brand. I tried to Google image search solar lighters, and all I found was a whole bunch of lighters that had a glass magnifier next to it, and you pulled it up to the sun, and the solar energy lights your cigarette for you, which I thought was weird. But yeah, and then there was another one where it's a little thing like this, but instead of having one of these, it's a metal coil inside, and it's got a solar panel on the side. You hold it in the sun, push an electric button, and then a coil heats up inside, and then you can just stick your thing, just like the old car lighters, like the really old car lighters from when I was a kid that they pretty much don't even have anymore. But yeah, other than that, it looks pretty much like a Bic. So I don't know if maybe this was contracted from Bic or what. Because I know that sometimes companies will get paid to make stuff for like businesses. But yeah, other than that, it's basically a normal lighter. Listen to that. Is that because, yeah, it's all the way up on the plus. That's why it's making like a weird whoosh. Yeah, it works. All the way on the plus now. Woo! Yeah, I don't know why it's sparking like that. Maybe there's something wrong with the fluid. Maybe it's getting some oxygen inside, because that can happen sometimes if there's a little bit of oxygen leaking in here. And this thing is kind of wobbly. Like, and it's not just the metal piece, because I actually squeezed it. The black piece down here wobbles a little bit too. So I don't know what's up with this thing. But yeah. My sister's going through this stuff in her room, and I think she found it and just like decided to give it to me. It's like a trust experiment or exercise or something, but yeah. By the way, for those of you that are not aware, there used to be something when I was a kid called a smiley. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but what people would do is they'd take the very edge of this lighter, they'd hold it up so the flame would touch the very edge, they'd get it to where it was really hot, then they would stick the metal piece of this under their skin, and it would melt a smiley face into their skin. Yeah, the kids, when I was a kid, they're pretty messed up, man. Like, one dude actually told me a story about how he made his friend, he was over at his friend's house, and his friend made a smiley on his nutsack. That just messed up. But yeah, another friend of mine told me an interesting story. Yeah, you just hold it like that, heats up the very edge right there, and then you can just, and it'll make a smiley. But yeah, like, my generation of kids, we got to watch, like, Ren and Stimpy and Courage the Cowardly Dog and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I think that's where my generation went wrong. Like, if you look at the cartoons that we got to watch when we were kids, and you look at the cartoons now, like, a lot of this stuff that was when we were kids would not be aired on TV now. Like, oh god. Like, a lot of those things are considered unacceptable now, like especially Ren and Stimpy. Oh god. I really like that show. Stimpy, you idiot. And like some of those Ren and Stimpy episodes got really dark really fast. I mean like dark like messed up, not dark like, yeah, is it dark outside yet? Dark? Oh yeah. But yeah, another thing I noticed, this spinner has an aluminum wheel and the spark, the striker piece is steel, but I don't think it's twisted on like the big one. It's a strip of metal that's wound on and then cut once it's wounded on, like a spring almost. That's how the ones on the Bics are, but this one doesn't seem to have that. Seems like this is genuinely a metal piece. One second. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. So let's see. Yeah, this one's not wound on. Wow. It's really not wound on, but this piece right here seems to be made of aluminum though. But yeah, I'm gonna zoom out again. Zooming out again. Zooming. Alright, that is way better quality now. When you zoom in, it looks like one of those videos from like the early 90s. It was taking on one of those early digital cameras. Oh yeah, my pointer finger. I had to whip the daisy with one of my knives when I was trying to fix a trigger for something. It was a really old Spark toy that I don't even have anymore. I just wanted to fix it because it was really cool. Yeah, it looks like the gas lever is different too. That looks like it sets up a lot higher than a Bic. And this piece underneath is shaped different. That's weird. What these things really need is a safety, like a kid's safety. Because those metal strips aren't really for kids' safeties. It's so you don't burn your finger. But yeah. Another thing I used to do when I was a kid is I'd get these after someone had completely used up all the fluid, and then I just have like a sparker where I just flick it and get sparks to fly everywhere. And what I used to do is I used to spin it really slow, let the sparks build, or the little shavings build up inside, and then I'd flick it, and then sparks would fly everywhere. Because when you get that stuff into little powders, it's really amazing. But yeah, oh, another trick I want to show you guys real quick. Sorry for wasting so much of your time, but if you look, see how the levels are in here? If you watch, the weird fluid in this stuff doesn't actually fall. It just grips the edge of the thing and slips around backwards. Show whoever watches. It's not actually falling, it's grabbing the edges of the thing. That's weird how the fluid does that. Now, another thing you can do is you can go like that. Now all the air is in this corner, and the shaft that pulls the fluid up has no bubbles at all. Now you can tilt this back right up. And the lighter side is completely filled with fluid. This side is not. A lot of people will accidentally use up all the fluid on this side and think it's empty when it's not, because some of the Bics are not transparent like this guy is. So you have to take where the side where this piece is, the actual nozzle, you have to take it, tilt it like that, shake it, then go back up to put all the fluid on the nozzle side. It's a neat trick that I learned. Hope that helps you guys out. But yeah, this fluid actually turns into a gas, and that's what's inside this thing right here is the gas. Because I don't know if you guys can hear this now. I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to put it next to the mic. Ooh, whoops. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I just like blasted gas into it. And yes, I did accidentally. I was trying to push down and I accidentally hit the spinner while I hit it. It just flashed the thing for a second. But that's okay, it still works. At least I hope. I'll probably go back and watch this again. See if the audio randomly cuts off after that. But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. And yeah, that's a scar on my knuckle. I don't even remember what. Oh, now I remember. I was taking out a stick shift in a vehicle, and I accidentally smacked it on a piece of steel, and it just scraped my skin off. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I want to figure out more about this solar lighter thing, because all I can find out is these like solar energy lighters. But if you guys out there know anything about it, let me know. I'm really curious about this thing. It's kind of baffling me.